And here come the chairs.
Oh, they're coming here. Yes.
And just whilst they're bringing that on, just to tell you, this prize of 1 million Thai baht is the biggest social business prize we've had.
Ever.
So Professor Yunus, when you were talking about social business in Bangladesh and in Germany and in France and the UK and Japan, thanks to the BMA and all of these efforts and your inspiration and the light that you and Hans and Lamia and Dom shine for us, you have social business in Thailand. Come on, guys.
Come on in. Go down, when the seats down the front as well, I think the idea is you use both rows seats. Everyone's got a chair, excellent.
So who's up first? Is it Goody Truck? Yes, you're going first. Your presentation first. Off you go.
I'm going to ask you, what would you advise us to engage more with these younger people? Okay. And then to share a meaningful volunteering experience.
Goody Truck is about delivering the value of excess supply from one part of the economic system to another part that has unfulfilled needs. On one side, we have low-income communities. In this beautiful city of Bangkok alone, we have more than 1,000 low-income communities that host more than 200,000 families. These people spend a big part of their money, of their income, on food and household supply. At the same time, they cannot afford to travel far from their communities to buy cheaper products. And on the other side, we have consumer goods suppliers who have to deal with growing excess supply every day. They have to organize clearance sales or simply throw or destroy the products away, which incur additional management costs and environmental problems. Isn't it a shame that we throw away what we have more than enough, while some part of our society, it can be perfectly used by them? But from this shame, we also see a business opportunity. Goody Truck is an alternative retail channel that connects low-income communities with suppliers. We study the community's need, and we source the product from the excess stock of suppliers at unbeatable price. The suppliers are more than happy to sell to us because it spares them waste management cost. Then we directly sell these products to the community at 20 to 50% cheaper than normal market price. Cheaper and no transportation costs means more saving for the families. Every 1 baht that we invested in this project, the community will save 50% of that. So we hope that the saving we create will empower them to improve their quality of life. From a small pilot test that we did, we are profitable and sustainable. We made 70% margin, which makes us believe that it can be scaled to cover other low-income communities in Bangkok, in Thailand, or other parts of the world. And we truly hope that the expansion of this model will make sure that all the poor will have access to basic needs like food or household supplies that we have abundantly, regardless how much money they made. And we believe, like Professor Yunus, that poverty can be solved and the solutions can be man-made. Goody Truck aims to be one of the tools that bring that vision into reality. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
I
Sawadee krap. Professor Yunus, distinguished guest, and my friend of One Young World. Yesterday, you saw the beauty of Bangkok, the beauty of Thailand, through the Grand Palace, the Chao Phraya rivers, and many temples, right? This Thailand tourism contribute billions of baht into Thai economy every year. But what you did not see is the poverty in the local community, which actually 5-minute walk from where we have dinner yesterday. And this local community actually is the origin of Thai culture, the origin of all tourism business today. Why? This is because the existing tourism business today, they make the rich people become richer and richer. We see it, and we want to do something to solve it. We don't want to just give them the money, but we want to let them think and encourage them to utilize their resources to make their own business, to survive by their own. But how? So we group our team, Travel. It's from Travel and Well combined together. So we want to create the co-ownership model which aims to move the local people from labor service into the business owners, that they can sustainably help them in long run, right? So the co-ownership business is not just a community-based tourism, but it is the community co-interest business that, which built from their charm resources. For example, we create a tour with the authentic culture. We create a homestay from the old houses with the very historic architectures, right? So as Dr. Yunus said yesterday, the big changes doesn't need to make from the big things. So we started from the very small communities. So that we work with them to create a local tour, and we got the well received from both tourists and the locals. It's our vision that next time you visit Thailand again, you will not enjoy the luxury hotel, 5-star hotel, the landmark attraction, right, that written in the guidebook. But you will enjoy the local business. You will enjoy the family who open their home, open their door, welcoming you. So it's then, that your travel will not bring the great meaningful just to you, but it will great meaningful to those communities, to those locals who actually the human being like us, right? Come on, One Young World. So I urge you to support the local business and make your travel to better the city. Thank you.
Sawadee ka. Dear counselors and One Young World Fellows, there is one girl who lives near the landfill. She can hardly breathe. Her skin and face is full of rashes. Every time the landfill is burned, those nightmare rashes that seem to disappear always come back. This is a true story of a girl that represents the people who live near the mountain of waste created from our thoughtless actions. How do we solve this problem? In Thailand, we have lots of scavengers and rag pickers, locally called saling. They work in the conditions that are beneath human dignity. They are looked down upon by the society, and they continue to be ignored from a waste management system. Team Tidy was born out of the shared vision that we can fix this broken system together. Tidy, which means Thailand goodness. We empower the rag pickers as eco-ambassadors for environmental sustainability. Through our mobile application, Tidy, we incentivize and encourage people, especially the households, to separate recyclables from other waste. By connecting these two groups together, we bring in the transparency and accountability to the waste management. If we don't stand up for something, we will fall for anything. So we stand up for environmental sustainability and restoring human dignity. The environment is a gift given to us, which we will pass on to our kids and grandkids. Let's join hands and fix the mistakes of the past so that we will have the promising future ahead of us. Thank you.
His car is old and dirty. The food that he sells is not that clean. And it is illegal to sell where he is. But he doesn't have the money to buy a better car. Not so sure how to move his food cleaners. And doesn't know where else to go. We see these problems as opportunities. So we propose to provide scalable solutions to empower people from low-income communities to become a local street food entrepreneurs by lowering their barrier to entries. No matter what you are, an aspiring or an existing street food entrepreneur, you can buy our redesigned card with monthly installment loan at $3 per day for 6 months. We will incubate basic culinary techniques and also financial literacies. And to increase the market size, we partner with the private landlords for legal physical locations. And at the same time, we move street food from on-ground to online with our partners, Thailand's most popular online food review applications. These elements will monetize our business and multiply impact. And yeah, the guy that I talked about before is now testing our prototype. He called us after receiving the cards a week ago, very happy, and telling us that how much more he's selling right now. Then he said, "Thank you for uplifting my life." Not only for him, but for many others trapped in the poverty conditions. We believe that by providing the right environment and support, we can empower the urban poor to uplift their own life. Thank you.
Really very exciting. There is a panel of judges that is being led by Hans. We will be announcing that at the closing ceremony. Very exciting for these wonderful young Thai leaders. And now could we please thank Professor Yunus. We know how much effort you've made to be here. I thanked you last night. Words will never be enough. A massive thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Hans.
No, every year when you come, it's an amazing effort. And this year, straight out of back surgery, I mean, I just think, A, it's unbelievable. But again, it's because he expects you and wants you to act and do things. If he's come all this way straight out of back surgery, then don't let him down. Make sure you do some amazing things. Professor Yunus and Hans, thank you so much. Yeah.